Folks, welcome back to another glorious day. Folks! What a time to be alive. So I've been thinking about it. Today, I just want to put this out there. In my personal opinion, people have asked me, Rudy, what do you think of this whole possibility if this whole Hasbro thing really does collapse down to $40, $30? I'm hearing people saying $10, $20 a share. I think a lot of that's a little fairy dusty. But, in my personal opinion, in my honest opinion, at this point in time, we know a couple facts. Hasbro fakes everything, and they don't give a shit about LGS. They want to get rid of distribution model, and they want to go direct to consumer. It helps their margins, makes everything more profitable. It makes Chris Cox look like he's the big cock, and his board of directors all pretty much walk around the table waddling and shake his hand saying, congratulations on your success. Mark Rosewater always says spear the reserve list, and the reserve list will never reprint with different backs. And we know he's always very straight edge on the truth on it. So now that we know all this, if people ask me, Rudy, who do you think should buy Hasbro? If there was a buyout target, I've heard people say, Rudy, you think Disney should buy it? I said they could. Do I think they will? What about sports card companies or these other collectibles or grading companies or the Fanatics or Topps or Fleer or any of these things? I said, well, I don't know how much they know about the internals of a company. Do they want a toy company umbrella with subsidiaries like, Hasbro's and different rights and IPs? I don't know if they want that. But then I really thought about it. I said, if I was the head cock and I was that big, which I'm not, I asked myself, if I could have any company come in and scoop me up in a non-creepy way, who would I want to buy me out? And I thought about all this, and I thought, honestly, Amazon. If I'm trying to build direct-to-consumer, my biggest expense shipping 20, 30, 40, 50 pallets of product to Amazon to have Amazon fulfill it and do fulfillment for me, I have to pay Amazon storage and fees. So my biggest expense is now shipping and fulfilling by paying Amazon. So literally, besides making the product and printing 1 million of them at a time, getting your cost per box real low, if I had to have any company buy me out and I was Hasbro, the most profitable, best direction would be actually Amazon buying Hasbro. If Amazon bought Hasbro, you could make products every month straight to fulfillment with Amazon, and your own sister company could fulfill, distribute, ship, manage, and handle it all internally. The overlapping, melding, and cost synergy you could achieve would be astronomical. And I couldn't come up with any other. I thought some other ones, eBay, TCG Player, but I was like, well, eBay's more auction and hands-on and single. It's not really designed for that. TCG Player's already been gobbled up by one company with Channel Snowballs and Card Shop Dead and everything. It's too confusing. It's like the dude with the strings on the wall with the crazy hair like me. It's just too much. But yeah, if I had to pick a company, the Disney and the sports card, sure, they can synergize things, cost cut, do things, but in reality, if Hasbro literally if Mr. Cox was swallowed up, oh wait, now we're getting a little too giggity. Mr. Cox swallowed, no. If Amazon bought out Hasbro, they would achieve full synergy, direct to consumer. They literally don't have to pay themselves or sister company for fees on fulfilling and shipping logistics. You can cut out all LGSs, all distribution, and you can streamline the entire product to market. After the product sells out on release, you can restock at a higher price if the secondary market achieves it. After the product sells out on release, if the product's weakening, you can reduce it. You can adjust and control your own market. So yeah, people have been asking me this with everything going on, and I thought about it. I was like, damn, I never thought about it. Really, Amazon. Yeah, the eBay, TCG Player, the Fanatics, the Disney, all these other ideas, or of course private equity and different things. But I was like, private equity is not as easy anymore because interest rates are high. So even buying a $5 billion company, Hasbro was what, 10, 15 billion? They're down to what, 8 billion? As the filming this, maybe 6 billion. If they get down to 2 or 3 billion, someone like that's pennies to Amazon. Now, even private equity, if they floated a $2-3 billion bond, even if they floated the bond at 5 to 7% range or something, and assuming they can get some A-rated, BBB rated credit rating, and so their coupon rate would have to be too high. But that would probably not be a bad gig. But in reality, I just couldn't imagine an era where Magic was owned by Hasbro, which was owned and swallowed. Mr. Cox got swallowed by Amazon. I know that sounds a little dirty, but I mean, they would get the ultimate goal, direct to market and use completely with Amazon. Amazon could be the brick and mortar main showcase storefront online. So I just wanted to share that. Obviously, as I film this video, we're continuing to see endless headlines. There, at this point, I think I've seen up to 10 to 20 websites, news websites, video game websites, trading card websites, investing websites, Financial Times websites, Polygons, IGNs, Kudachus, and I mean, all these companies have been covering what's going on, which again, this is a great thing. I told you on the other video, my biggest concern is that in 60 days now, we all move on to the next Magic set and everybody just forgets it and moves on. I'm really hoping this has staying power, and I'm also really hoping by the time this video goes live that Hasbro can make some sort of fucking public statement or press release to at least, calm the market down. The worst thing Hasbro can do in this time is nothing at all. We talk about as collectors, players, and evil investors in turbulent markets, usually the best thing you can do is not buy or sell. The best that you can do is nothing at all. Now, if you're a company and you've got major shakeups happening like we're seeing, the best thing you can do is communication and state, at least acknowledge it. And I don't even know if we're going to get that. They're just so, Wizards and Hasbro is so poorly ran. The stories I've heard from employees and people, I don't know. But so, folks, all I have to say today, that was my personal conclusion as I thought about it. And originally, I thought that Disney would make more sense because the crossovers they could do with Disney and characters and brands, but with Disney doing Lorcana, and they're going to try their hand. I'll tell you what, good timing, Disney. Magic's like a burning house, and you got people like Flesh and Blood itching to take over market share. Disney wants to launch and take over market share, and Hasbro and Wizards are just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I just think Amazon feels like the best fit because that would achieve what I think Hasbro wants to achieve. Not what we think is right, not what we want to achieve. I think what they want to achieve is margins, tons of product, and direct to consumer. And 100 plus secret layers a year, our first randomized $1,100 4-pack anniversary, we are seeing a slow transition to that. And under the fake Halloween mask of community and inclusiveness and trying to be all for the people, I think that's a smoke and mirror fake thing to kind of keep everyone at bay while they slowly transition. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, the more signal boosting we can get on this, the better it'll be long term for all of us. And what a time to be alive. Oh yeah, and Chris Cox and all you guys for fucking Magic, go fuck yourself. I forgot to say it. And also Mark Rosewater with all your Spirit of the Reserve list and everything you said, and we'll never reprint it, we'll never do collector's edition or different card backs. Yeah, you guys can fuck yourself too for being lying assholes.